I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity.
O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where you would bid me. Stand only in places you have blessed. Sing only the words you place in my throat.
The Inquisition
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
We will try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Hi. Hello.
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Farewell.
Sure. I spoke to Solus, by the way, and he had like nothing to say really. And then I spoke to Sarah as well, and she also had nothing, like in the romance thing. I mean.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than I anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear its great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Yeah.
Has the Chantry truly promoted?
I can't remember that from the last game.
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Here's one.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Orlesian politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
How will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't claim to be holy. Yeah.
I tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
A good day to you.
Do you need anything more, revered mother?
How did you get in here, Layla?
By your side in death, make me one within your glory.
What are you looking at? Oh, I just did that quest yesterday. Just after you got off for your dinner. Or whatever you got off for. And it was the one where you go back and you go a year in the future, and Liliana's got like a really wrinkly face and stuff.
All right.
Let's see what we have.
The University of All Life.
Let us begin.
Hushed Whispers. Which quest is that? I think I forgot what I've just said. That's not good.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
I am ready. Oh, what did I just say then? My memory's so shit right now. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. When Liliana I had Solus and Sarah with me, and Solus was all like, even though Solus was like all red lyriumed up, he was still like Sarah and everyone else was all shocked, and he was like, "You're alive." And then he goes on about the veil again. That's what I said yesterday, wasn't it? That he points out that the veil's been torn down in that quest. So that's what I was asking yesterday. Yeah, is that what he wants? Just about the demons, the world between the veil and our world to be open, but without the demons, obviously. Yeah, it's not nice, is it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm guessing he wants to do it differently. He doesn't just want to make it so that it gets flooded by Cassandra. Yeah, he doesn't want it to be flooded with demons and the Elder One and all that stuff. Culisius, or whatever his name is. Corypheus. Well, since I'm romancing Sarah in this game, it's even worse when you see Sarah like that. Well, not worse, but you know what I mean. For my character it is, obviously. But you know it's not real, it's like, it's an alternate universe, alternate timeline that won't actually happen, so I didn't really think that bad of it. I wonder what kind of world Solus wants then. Does he want the sky to be green or?
You did it.
Oh, isn't this oh, this is where Thingio attacks, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Is Arlatham one of the gods?
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new
Was that the
soldiers.
one in the Thingio Vale?
Forces approaching! To arms!
What's it called? Oh,
We must get to the
the one where you go and where they've got all those forts and you have to clear them, and they're dead.
This bodes poorly.
And where those 3 elves are fighting against the army. Was it there?
This isn't good, and it was never good.
Always something important.
This is where Corypheus attacks, isn't it?
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open.
Ooh, cool.
I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
This Elder.
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Cullen's pretty badass. Are Red Templars meant to be bad, or have they been corrupted by Corypheus? Yeah, once let me see if it's on the map. I don't think it will be though. No. Like that place where you walk up to it and the guys moaning about the elves, where the ones who are like that place that was meant to be really beautiful, and it still is, even though it's got like Ward and Dead. The last elven city to fall, where the elves made the last stand. That place. So Red Templars are originally just Templars.
Almost ready. Keep them off us.
Fire then, come on.
Get this trebuchet firing.
Oh, Templars took over. Remember the name of that place? It was like it's literally on the tip of my tongue as well. That's annoying me. I was glad though in that the one where you go to the future and you get to see everything. Oh, that's a big thumbs up. Yeah, the one where you go to the future and that and you see Solus. Like, he literally says in that universe though, he's literally saying like,
More incoming. Keep them off the trebuchet.
it doesn't matter that I'm gonna die because this world won't exist. so he's not even bothered really. I'm glad you don't get to see him die though. They throw Sarah in, but they don't bring Solus in. I've run out of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, for them the world was real, wasn't it? Because only for us that we were teleported into the future. For them that was like, that was a real fictional world in a sense. A real alternate world if you like. So when he like sacrifices himself, he kind of like is sacrificing that version of himself. But then once you go back in time, it like never happens anyway. It's just showing that's what he would do if everything went to shit. And if you go back, when you go back in time and you speak to the real Solus about it, he says he doesn't even want to know, because it means he's failed. It means that he, as a person, would have failed that world, and he wouldn't have been able to save it from Corypheus, which he doesn't want to listen to. Because he doesn't want to fail. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been because they all thought you died. So when you suddenly appeared and you say we can change it, we can make this not happen, he's dead happy. But he knows he has to sacrifice himself, but he also knows it doesn't matter because it won't exist.
That is not possible.
Everyone to the gate.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to hear it. He's like, I don't want to hear it if I fails again in that other world. He wants to make this one right, not fuck it up or fail again. Like, that was the first thing I did when we came back. I went straight to Solus and he was like, don't want to hear it.
We need everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Haven must evacuate to the Chantry!
I kind of want to do that quest again. You know, the Hushed Whispers, you said it was called. I just want to see what like all the different people would react. I want to see how Iron Bull. I'd love to see how Blackwell reacts. Cassandra. Varric.
Good work, Harold. Protect the Chantry.
It's horrible when you go to Sarah, because Sarah's like dead scared. Like you go and see her and she's like, you're not real. You can't be real, and she's like hiding in the corner and stuff.
Here, survivor.
Yeah, somewhere, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of worse with Liliana because the others sort of look okay, but when you see Liliana and you realise that she's like like, I don't know why she looks so old. She's just wrinkly and stuff. That was horrible. Yeah, find that Sarah 30 for me. You mentioned it last time, but I can't quite remember what. Can you like recap it a little bit?
Someone's yelling.
You can definitely remind me later. That'll be good. Okay. Alright. What do you think about the theory? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's likely to be true? Yeah, I might start watching loads of Dragon Age lore videos and stuff, so I can know everything. Like, I'm only really good with Witcher and Elder Scrolls lore. Like, you could ask me something in them and I'd probably be able to tell you. And then like, other stuff like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Well, Game of Thrones I'm sort of in the middle. I know everything, but I don't know, like...
Someone's yelling.
Only within the series, really. I don't really know anything else outside that. And then like Lord of the Rings and Dragon Age, I need to like dust up on that, polish up and stuff. I can't open this.
Move! Keep going! The chantry is your shelter!
So, if you're not an ancient elf, you're a modern elf, does he not say, our people?
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
How do I stop?
I don't care what he wants. How do I stop him?
It won't be easy. He has a dragon.
We know what he... Herald, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me.
So does he turn out not to be such a prick at the end when he dies?
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers. I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
So, the ancient elves and the modern elves are literally like two different people. I was reading something the other day, and it said the modern elves couldn't live with the ancient elves. Like they wouldn't get on. Well, not get on, but they just wouldn't mesh.
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. But what of your escape? Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Does he die?
If you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
Oh, are the ancient elves immortal?
We
Do
will
the modern
exact a
elves...
heavy price. They will not take us easily.
So the modern elves live for a long time, but the ancient elves... So that's... So... So if the veil was torn down and he could bring the ancient elves back, bring back that city you mentioned, I can't remember what was it called? That city and the elves and the gods and magic flowing through everyone. Would the elves be immortal again? And then he can throw the sleeve thing. And all the modern elves have forgotten about back then, haven't they? They can't even remember it exists anymore. How did Solus put up the veil? If he put it up, why can't he put it down? Because he put it up to keep the elven gods away, didn't he? But Fly cache. Oh, this is where Corypheus attacks, isn't it? This is where Corypheus comes. So, if Solus says our people, does that mean he might remember Sarah potentially from way back? And even notice she doesn't have any scars on her face.
I suggest we aim this machine as quickly as possible.
Oh. An elven god. So like similar to Solus then? Except Solus can remember who he is. Retreat! Run away! Oh shit. Oh my god, everyone's gonna die. Oh dear. Come on, revive, revive. Well, let's say I didn't think this through. I was too busy attacking Sarah. Oh. Wait. Aim the trebuchet. Isn't it a catapult? Oh, they both got fancy names. Oh, I'm gonna play as this. I'm gonna play as Islehart now. Because everyone else is dying. This isn't good. Oh no. There's too many. I've got the wrong... I shouldn't have brought someone with me. Yeah, it is quite hard. I didn't think it'd be so difficult. Yeah, but you're so much more patient than me when it comes to playing games. I always want to do the next main mission. I always want to like just keep on playing. What level am I? 7? Not too bad. I'd run away. Now how weird is that? Last time I died and used only potions of another time you only used 2.
Make it take you.
No more supplies? No? Ugh, more backends. Wrong person. Can I save? Nope.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Have we not aimed it? Okie dokie. Oh, get out! Go, 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 go! Come on. Almost killed him! Yay! Pummel strike. Oh.
pretender. You toy with forces beyond your ken, no more.
What are you? Why are you doing this?
Mortals beg for truth they cannot have. It is beyond what you are, what I was. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
You're forcing this fight for no reason.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not. I am here to anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gore.
What is this thing meant to do?
It is meant to bring certainty where there is none. For you, the certainty that I would always come for it. I once breached the Fade in the name of another, to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion Withered to Winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
You expect us to surrender and kneel. We will not. You'll face us all. When we choose!
Oh, just a conveniently placed hole in the floor. Yeah, it's Dragon Age. I thought it was Dragon Age. Haven is destroyed. Ugh.
There! It's her!
Thank the Maker!
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Oh, isn't this where people start singing or something stupid?
You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
They're arguing about what we do next. I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure. What we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps. But I didn't die.
Of course. And the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters to winter servants of false-souled gods entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
We need more than faith.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. We can't match that with hope alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. The shepherd
Everyone starts singing.
and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. There your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. An army needs more than an enemy. It needs a cause.
A word. A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is Elven.
Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
All right, what is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
How lucky do you have to be to find a big massive castle?
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Oh, calling someone over and everyone's smiling. Oh, that's cringy. Oh, they've all left.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires
New sword.
a leader, the one who has already been leading it. You.
But I'm not human. I don't want this.
I don't know what to say.
Say that you will not make me regret this.
If you're not sure, why do it?
Because I believe this is what was meant to be. That without you, there would be no Inquisition. What it means for the future, how you lead us, that is entirely up to you.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm a Kunare standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us.
Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor! So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Hawk.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and open your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Yippee-doo!
What do they make down here? What can I make?
Wow. Dee dee dee. How do you fix Inquisition? Um, 29 elf root. Okay. Might as well. What's that? Tint armor. I'll do. Oh, no. Let's go talk to Sarah.
Look at this place.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. Solus chose well. We'll be able to spot an invading force from miles away. For as long as I've been here, we've never really spoken at length.
We have not, good sir. Actions speak louder.
We haven't, have we?
Hi, Mila.
Sorry about that.
How are you? Hi, Mila.
You have
Hi.
responsibilities now, and I don't need coddling. Our energies should be focused on Corypheus. He'll pay for Haven. I swear I'll take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
Nope.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter.
Oh,
listen to
okay.
me talk. Your time is valuable, and I've wasted enough of it.
3 viewers. I had 5 before. Sir Rarick of House something.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thetis.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus
When are you going to
had
get this game,
Templars with
Mila?
him at Haven.
Soon?
They looked like they'd been exposed
I know
to
you
the
said
lyrium you
before you don't have really time to play
Hopefully my
games.
friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate
How much
that.
Lord of the Rings have you read?
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus?
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Talk later.
Majestic. How is a place like...
How is a place like this? What? Still empty, I guess. The bull.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
It's a pleasure.
Hey, Grim. Do I know you from somewhere?
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
The Inquisitor's just a woman.
The Inquisitor isn't a god. She's just a woman trying to do the right thing.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Find the war room. I know where it is. I'm gonna go find Sarah.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
No? I can't click nothing. Oh.
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
Calm down.
I can't help if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? What kind of screwed if it isn't? I mean, that Corypheus thing. A Magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, Seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too much, isn't it? How pretty are you that I actually think this shite is possible?
There we are.
I like to hear this. The pretty part, not the overwhelmed by everything part.
Oh sure, don't mind the bung rip through the heavens, love. Primp and toss and all is well. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order, for now.
I'm hoping you'll stick around. Never know what might interest you.
Sometimes you do know, Lady Harold.
where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Oh.
That got a little heated. You alright?
What the hell?
That depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Exalted Plains. I don't know if he's still here or not, but that's what I meant.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress, no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass. The death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence.
Or soldiers.
And soon.
Ooh.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Let's see what we have.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I can't permit bad memories to influence the job we must do.
A proper example to set for those still alive. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Recruit an arcanist. Let's go to the hinterlands then.
Word for you.
This must be the Horsemaster.
must be something here.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back. It's high time someone did. Never thought it'd be one of you big brutes, though. Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Skyhold will be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? I've got no quarrel with the Canary. No idea how you ride without your feet dragging on the ground. But that's between you and the mount. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Mount the horses. I'd rather not mount the horses.
Whoa.
Masculine to make this farm safe again.
Good to see you, Inquisition.
Is anyone still there?
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Damn. Stupid camera. Why are you wearing that, by the way?
Templars. What's so important that Corypheus sent them out here? Nice job in that last fight, Solus. You really kicked the crap out of that guy.
I suppose.
What? You don't think so? You ripped him a new one. It was great.
Unless the fight is personal, violence is a means to an end. It isn't appropriate to celebrate.
I don't know. Gotta wonder about anyone who fights as much as we do and doesn't have some fun with it.
We have fought living men, with loves and families. And all that they might have been is gone.
Yeah, but they were assholes.
Where are the wolves?
Whatever.
Iron Ball is an absolute hench.
If I was a crazy demon wolf, I'd lair up in a nice cave like that one.
Why wouldn't it be? The farmers are safe now, right?
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Demon.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
I don't have time.